Alright, so I'm probably going to do. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do the last recipe for today and then I'm off. Actually, no. No, because I'm actually was able to do actually gonna do the last video for right about now. So yeah, so this last reaction video is 17 signs your house is haunted, and this one is by Paracera. Now, in case you don't know, this is the girl that's been on Spirit Squad along with what's their name? Oh, oh yeah, Brittany Krabs and Stephanie Strange. So, yeah, y'all want to go check them out because it will get y'all a very scary and a heebie-jeebies, of course, because for one, uh, I haven't never been hunted before. You know, for one of these houses, of course. But I do have this one, so I'm gonna tell you a little story. So when I was a kid, um, I always walk around and stuff, and noticed that um, it was at my old house, at yeah, I think it happened 2011. Yeah, it's happened 2011. Man, I miss one of these days. But but yeah, so I always walk around the houses and stuff, knowing that the radio, the radio was you know, it was in the garbage and stuff. But when I still hear that static sound, there's the radio was still on. It was unplugged, and this never happened to me before. I got so scared, shitless, because this never happened to me before. I never seen that the radio was still on. Like I thought it was unplugged. Like what the hell just happened? Like I said, man, it's giving heebie-jeebies. Cause that's why I always knows how this whole paranormal works, and I'm probably gonna have to deal of if somebody else wants to come with me from this whole entire abandoned somewhere, I guess, because I'm not gonna do this by myself. I need somebody to, join with me because I don't want to get that much of a scare really problems. Cause I'm a coward. Okay, I'm a coward because this has never happened to me before. It just happened very quickly, of course. Cause yes, I'm a coward. Okay, I just yeah, man. But uh, but yeah. So this never happened to me before. Seeing my house haunted, of course. Cause I mean, yeah, it is October, so yeah. But yeah. So let's check it out in five, four, three, two.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Are you wondering if your house is haunted? Do you feel a little crazy because of all of the weird, strange activity going on in your house? Well, fear not. Today, I will be going through the 17 signs that your house is haunted. If you're new here, I'm Paracera, and if you like weird things like aliens and ghosts, subscribe and notify so you never miss my posts.
I mean, a lot of
Number
people
one,
going to
the
Area
feeling
51.
of being watched. Humans have an uncanny ability to
I have to
detect
make sure.
when they're being stared at. Have you ever noticed how when you stare at somebody really hard, they'll just randomly turn around and notice you staring at them? If you feel like you're being watched and there's nobody else in your home, well, your house might be haunted. Number 2, unexplained temperature changes. If you experience sudden unexplained temperature changes when the windows are closed and your AC unit and heating are off, then you might be experiencing fluctuations in the temperature that are caused by the spirits trying to gather energy in order to manifest. So if you're in your house and you randomly feel a cold spot, that could be an actual spirit and your house might be haunted. Number 3, goosebumps, also known as chicken skin. This is usually caused by static electricity, but sometimes it can also be caused by ghosts. When a spirit is trying to manifest, this can cause a change in the negative ions in the atmosphere. This could cause the hairs on the back of your neck to stand up. If you're experiencing fear in conjunction with goosebumps, your house might be haunted. Number 4, strange unexplained noises. If you're all alone at your house and you hear weird things like doors opening and closing, dishes moving around, footsteps, you might be hearing spirits actually moving around, and this could also be a residual haunting. When something like this happens, it's good to double check and make sure that this can't be explained by natural causes. If you've checked everything and there's absolutely no way that these weird sounds are being caused by roommates, animals, or something explained, well, then your house might be haunted. Number 5, seeing shadows or mists from the corner of your eye. No, you're not going crazy. You really did see that. Sometimes when your house is haunted, you might see something move out of the corner of your eye. Sometimes you can catch a glimpse of what that is. You might see a dark shadowy figure or a white mist. In these cases, what you're seeing is either a shadow figure or an orb or the beginning of a manifestation. If you're seeing these things, your house might be haunted. Number 6, technology malfunctioning. Does your TV ever turn on by itself? Do the lights flicker? Does your phone randomly go off for no reason? You might have a spirit that's trying to get your attention. When spirits are trying to manifest, they often use technology as a way to communicate with the living. If your tech is going crazy, your house might be haunted. Number 7, phantom smells. If you've ever been hanging out in your house and you suddenly smell the smell of perfume of maybe an old lady or the smell of your grandpa's cigars, these smells could actually be attributed to a specific spirit. Now, unless, of course, there was a bottle of perfume that was recently spilled or somebody actually just recently smoked a cigar, obviously those are natural causes, but if you know that nobody in the house smokes cigars, then that's a pretty good indication that your house might be haunted. Number 8, waking up at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is known as the witching hour, and if you find yourself often waking up at that time, this could be because the paranormal activity in your home increases around that time. Now, of course, you might also have insomnia or other types of sleep problems, but in conjunction with other types of activity, this could be an indication that your house might be haunted. Number 9, animals and children reacting to something that isn't there. Does your dog bark at a wall? Does your cat hiss at an empty corner? Does your child reach out trying to touch somebody or something that isn't there? Animals and children have a heightened sensitivity. They're able to easily detect anything paranormal. So if your pets or your children are interacting with something that isn't there, your house might be haunted. Number 10, things disappearing and reappearing. Sometimes when you lose your keys or your wallet, it's not actually your fault. Certain types of trickster spirits like to take your stuff and relocate it. If this never used to happen to you and then all of a sudden it's happening a lot, and you know for sure that it's not your roommates playing tricks on you or anybody else, you might have a spirit that's trying to get your attention and play games with you. And if this is the case, well then your house might be haunted. Number 11, someone recently died in your home. Sometimes when people pass away, they aren't aware of the fact that they're actually dead. So they might stay in this realm trying to figure out what's going on. They can be found in the areas that they are most familiar with, such as their home or their workplace. So if somebody recently passed away in your house, it's possible that they might still be there, and the house you're living in might be haunted. Number 12, your house was built on a graveyard. If your house was built on a graveyard, first of all, rude, and secondly, yeah, your house is definitely haunted. Desecrating sacred land by putting a house on it is a perfect recipe for a haunting. It's very likely that you're going to experience something paranormal at some point during your stay at that location. The spirits of all the people buried under your house are not going to appreciate the fact that you're living on them. And if it's an Indian burial ground, whoo, your house might be super haunted. Number 13, things get knocked over. Now, if you see something get knocked over right in front of you by an invisible force, you don't need me to tell you that your house is haunted. If you hear something get knocked over in the other room and you don't have pets, friends, or family in the house with you, then once again, this could be a spirit trying to get your attention. Most likely, this is an intelligent haunting. And it might take some digging to figure out what this spirit wants and how you can either live with it or get rid of it. And if things keep getting knocked over, then your house might be haunted. Number 14, unexplained voices. If you're home all alone and you hear voices coming from the living room, the bedroom, the bathroom, or any other room, you might be looking at a residual haunting or an intelligent haunting. Now, if they're saying your name clearly, it's an intelligent haunting, but if it doesn't seem to be interacting with you and it stops as soon as you actually enter the room where it's happening, then it's most likely to be a residual haunting. But either way, if you're hearing disembodied voices, that's a pretty good indication that your house might be haunted. Number 15, you're having nightmares. Not all nightmares are tied into being haunted. But it is possible, if your house is haunted, that you might be having nightmares, specifically nightmares that occur multiple times. Nightmares that happen over and over again. Nightmares with the same theme. Nightmares that are relevant to the house that you actually live in. If you're having the same nightmare repeated over and over again, or if the nightmare takes place inside of the house, this could possibly indicate that your house might be haunted. Number 16, being touched by an unseen force. If you've been touched, grabbed, or pushed by something you cannot see, this can be life-altering and quite scary. If you're absolutely sure that nobody else was there to play a prank on you, well, your house might be haunted. Number 17, sleep paralysis. If you experience a type of sleep paralysis where you actually witness a shadow figure or some type of being presenting itself while this is actually happening to you, this could be a spirit trying to make contact with you. Sometimes it's easier for spirits to contact you during your sleep because the veil between this world and the other is thinner during that time. If this happens to you once or multiple times, then your house might be haunted. That concludes the 17 signs that your house might be haunted. So what do you think? Is your house haunted? Let me know in the comments below. If you're sure that your house is haunted and you really want to get rid of it, stay tuned for my future videos as I will be doing a video about how to get rid of ghosts. And if you're interested in investigating your haunting, then check out my video on how to do a proper EVP session. Link in the description. Well, that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
That was very crazy. That was very crazy. Because, you know, I did have the other thing that I have been sleeping paralysis. I saw during 2015, it's in the middle of the night while I was trying to sleep, of course, because, you know, there is this one thing. I saw a freaking shadow figure either outside or somewhere, because that's why I hate sleeping at the dark, because I always want to keep my TV on just for case if I have some problems. But yeah, man, cause I don't sleep in the dark anymore because it gets too much of a scary situation that's been going on, and that's only the problem is how that happens. So yeah, man. But I've never been touched or pushed or being grabbed at or hear some spooky voice or having a nightmare. I don't think I have a nightmare for a long time. Or any other that stuff, because I know for a fact I know I'm gonna be freaking homeless for as long as it takes, cause cause I don't know if I would be able to you know, trying to find somewhere somewhere to live without me being haunted. Cause like I said, but it's never happened to me before. But yeah, man. I think that's gonna be it. But before I go, I actually gonna do some review for a while. So yeah, but comment down below what you think about it, and I'll see y'all in the reviews.